because I like it. It's wonderful. And then we're also going to add some bugles and some rye chips. We're also going to add some peanuts and pretzels. I'm only going to add about half of this. It seems like we got quite a bit going on. To that, we're also going to add some different kinds of cheesy crackers. Goldfish and Cheez-Its are what I like. And then after this is all hot and bubbly, we're going to pour this Worcestershire mixture onto the cereal mixture. Go ahead. And it's nice to have two people to do it. Go ahead and you can add the rest. It's nice to have two people do it. That way one person can stir as one person pours. You don't really want to make anything soggy, so it's good to keep mixing. On the far edge of the table over here, I have a little toaster oven. I heated it up to about 375 degrees. We're going to put this onto a cookie sheet, and then we're going to put it into the toaster oven for about 3 minutes. I like to check it every 3 minutes. You don't want to overcook your stuff. You just want it to kind of dry out. So we'll put this onto a cookie sheet. And this will probably be better in 2 batches because I don't like to put too much. I just like it to be a single, even layer. And then I'm going to open it up. Yeah, the vinegar smell is quite wonderful. So we're going to be pulling the hot Chex Mix out of the oven and putting a second one in. And then this is what you'll have as your finished product. It would be a nice Chex Mix mixture. Have it all the way dried out before you put it into baggies and store it. You don't want to have any moisture. And you can also make a lot and put it in the freezer as long as you put it away from children or animals and have it as a treat for other rides. Thank you for coming today, and I want to remind everybody to please call your governor and protect our patient rights. It's really important that everybody has access to cannabis, and it is really important that not just the critically ill and the critically sick have cannabis. It's preventative medicine. It is it's wonderful, and it shouldn't be to where a small portion of Montanans or a small portion of us people get cannabis. Please call your governor at 406-444-3111 and tell him please do not amend 423. Please veto the bill. It is a black market bill, and it takes the rights away from all of us Montanans and puts it back into the black market. So please keep your rights and call the governor. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.
Now, I just wanted, there's some other things, there's a lot going on.
There is, and it's terrible.
Let me come on around here, folks. There's a lot of stuff going around, and people are doing, what they can. In this economy, we're all doing what we can to survive, And people have sunk their life savings into caregiver shops, or provider shops, or medical marijuana dispensaries, or call it what you want. It's people's livelihoods now. It's 8 years in, and it's people's livelihoods. Mm-hmm. It's people that are going to go hungry. It's kids that ain't going to go to school or college or have clothes because their mom and dad's store was shut down by people that were moralistic. And so while I rant and rave, and maybe you're getting tired, I want to show you that it's not just, there's the edible industry, there is the dispensary industry, there's the glass industry, there's lawyers and doctors and farmers and people supplying the nutrients and the lights and the power and the real estate, and oh my God, there's so many places that are rented today that were not rented a year ago. But even and Tiffany's gone beyond because she does the edibles. They have a multifaceted dispensary down there with Sapphire Services, and she's working on her own clothing line.
I don't have the boots.
Oh, it's the other boots. She's got boots that come with little nugs and the wore down heels.
The heels get worn down and they supply little nugs.
We're gonna call those nugs. You've all heard of lug shoes. We're gonna market those as lugs. It's gonna be a new invention. So hey, thanks for coming, and thank you, Tiffany and Chantel, for being here and showing this. And we got an idea what we're doing next week?
Next week is a surprise. We're going to have some kinds of sweets here next week. I'm not exactly sure. We're just it's such I have put my love, I have put my life, I have put my children, I've put everything into this business, and I care. I put it into food, I put it into lotion, I put it into love. When you come into my clinic for the first time, I give you a gift basket. I make sure that you leave with all the medicines and all the foods that you can do to try to make it better for yourself. You're not charged to find out what works better for you. You're not, we're not exploiting you in any way. We're trying to take care of our patients. And I'm blessed to have been in this industry, and it's terrible that people are trying to take this away from us. And it's terrible that, our children may not someday have the benefits of cannabis in their lives if they're ill or if they're not, and that our dying parents aren't going to have the access to cannabis if they need it.
Or our children will move out of Montana to places that are more accepting.
Yes, it's absolutely terrible. So, like I said, please call, please let the governor know what's going on.
Register to vote.
Register to vote. Make sure that your voices are heard. And stand with us. Stand together. Thank you. Thank you,
Right,
Montana.
because if we don't stand together, we will hang alone, or something close to that was said once.
We'll hang very, very long. Thank you, Benjamin Franklin, for that one.
And so we'll be back next week with that and more. Again, I said we'll have Kelly here. Or Kelsey here. I have some apologies to make. I meant to do this at the beginning. I'm going to go ahead and sit back over here. They'll get me here as soon as I sit down, I'm sure. You can follow my voice. It's just like Easter egg hunting, hide and seek. Here I am. So, folks, before I close out here, I got a few minutes left. And I want to talk to you a little bit about some of the stuff that I just can't believe it. To hear the Missoulians say, come in over the devices, and that's what's great about America today, is that something happens 1,000 miles away and you're going to hear about it in about 30 seconds. So this only happened a few hundred miles away, but Schweitzer said that he was going to let that bill pass because he's worried about dispensaries. Now, I don't know how many have driven around Missoula, around Montana, but I ain't been to a town yet that ain't got a Walgreens, a Walmart, a Rite Aid, a pharmacy, someplace you can go buy drugs. Now, I can go down to the local park along the river and I can buy marijuana, and there ain't a storefront there. I can go downtown and hang out with street urchin kids that are got pills and this and that in their pocket that they're stealing out of their mom and dad's pharmacy cabinet in the bathroom. I can go down there and buy it, and I don't need a storefront. But if I want to buy marijuana legally and medically, then a storefront's where it should be. Because I'm either being a black market person, I'm either hiding in the alley and I'm doing things illegal, or I'm up front and honest and I'm right there at the store. You can see me walk in, you can see me walk out. I'm a patient. If I have a rash on my arm, nobody persecutes me for walking into the grocery store and buying a cream or something to put on there. If I have an illness that I need some pills for, nobody's criticizing me for going to the doctor and him giving me one more narcotic, one more opiate, one more benzo, or let's say I'm on the opposite scale and he can give me a bunch of Ritalin or Adderall and hype me up, where that marijuana will bring me back into the same focus that those methamphetamines will, or amphetamines. So we can do this either way, folks. The people are going to do what they're going to do. The laws just are a reason to lock people up and give somebody else a job to watch them. So if I was in the jails, if I was in the jails and the prisons, and I have been, I would want this illegal. I would want more laws to be broken so more people can come to jail and more people can go to prison. And I have a job now. I know that my future, my kids are going to go to college if I'm a guard at a prison because it's illegal, and we're going to have as many things illegal in our democratic free society as possible. And that way, turn screws could have a job and their kids can go play softball. And that's great for the middle of the state because they need the income over there at Deer Lodge. But we don't need it here because we have dispensaries. We have a booming industry that's helping people recover from a depression faster than anywhere else in the country. We're moving forward when everybody else is still stagnant or moving backwards. And you're trying to take that away. You're trying to take away food from families and jobs from people and relief. And next week you're going to meet Kelsey. She's a college student. She's getting A's and B's in her classes. And she uses medical marijuana. And she doesn't have palsy or bubonic plague or cancer. And so many people do. And I'm not taking away from that because those people need it too. But there's a whole lot of people that suffer from pain every day, and I'm one of them. And if you see me walking around today, you can see my little my little brace on. Oh, I can't see it. I don't know. You can see the little brace on my leg when I was up moving around. It just helps my knee not hurt as bad. Just like the medical marijuana helps my knee not hurt as bad. My shoulder that was in a car accident hurts all the time. The marijuana don't take it away, but it dulls it enough that I can go to work and stock beer for people to come into the gas station and buy it. And I can stock things in and out of the back room. And it still hurts. It ain't going away. It's not like opiates where I don't even know I'm in pain and I'm just damaging myself worse. The pain's still there. It's just dull. I can deal with it. It helps me get through one more day of 10 hours, 9 hours standing on my feet to pay my rent every month. And I know so many of you are right there. But the fact that this industry's here, people are out there, that's given us that opportunity for more jobs. That's given more money into the economy so that my employer could give me a raise and I could afford to buy new shoes. My landlord wouldn't be cussing because I'm late again. You know, all of this is in our power. And it's in your power right now. Call the governor. Tiff gave you that number. I think we might have it in the back, or someone can run out here with me and yell it again. The same number. You can get out there and call the governor. You know, and we're past the senators, folks. We're past legislation. We need that governor. We need Mr. Schweitzer to understand that this is ours. We voted for it. We asked for it. We wrote it up. We signed it into law. 60-something%. You're saying that 20%, let's say, is stupid. 20% of the people in this state are stupid. They didn't know what they were checking. They didn't know that that was a box. They just put a mark somewhere on the paper, and it turned out that, oh my God, pot is legal. Well, it's not, folks. It's not illegal, but it's there to help people that are having medical conditions, people that want adult pain, people that don't want to rot their stomach with the acids in aspirin, their kidneys with the NSAIDs, or their liver with the acetaminophen. People that would rather take something natural. It's here for us. And we made it here for us, and now they're taking it away. So we're just about out of time. I just want to check this and make sure there's nothing I'm forgetting. I know that I always forget to thank some of the people that have helped me bring this together for you. And I just want to go over my list a little bit. I really want to thank Joe LaSorenza from Montana Biotech for coming over here and spending a day with us and taking a lot of time out of his life just to let us see how this works and give us some information. Along with that, him and I shot some video. So if you didn't catch all this, or you're not catching this on YouTube, you can go ahead and get a hold of him at his email or his website, and we'll package up a DVD step-by-step showing you everything that you weren't able, that we didn't have time, so that you weren't able to see out here in the demonstration. It'll give you step-by-step through that. There's that up on the screen again, Montana Biotech. At gmail.com. Go ahead and get a hold of them if you want some more information on that. And I want to thank Tiffany and Chantel from Tiffany's Treats and the Sapphire Services, Pop's Pipe, that whole crew down there. Folks, I meant to mention over there, you know, when you see their little promotional spot and she's out there feeding the chickens, those are her chickens. That's not some generic stuff that we filmed to put in there. That's her chickens that she goes out and gets eggs from to make treats for her dispensary. I mean, that's Montana. You know what I mean? People growing things to get them better. People having real chickens out there to lay eggs to make their food with. That's Montana. That's what this industry is about. About recycling, reusing, about rope and hemp, about paper and clothing and everything